But regardless, even through the leaks, right? Mortal Kombat, the highly anticipated Mortal Kombat 12 during the investors meeting, right? The public call. That was still never acknowledged. Boone just constantly trolling, and just people are just waiting on the wing, right? Like, when are we going to get something? We got something, something. Actually, shit, I thought I had the tweet ready. Yeah. Let me pull it up again. But we got something. It's
everywhere. It's on Facebook, YouTube, all of that.
Yeah. So I mean, the thing that we got isn't much, but it came in the order of something that's actually still incredible. Like I don't want to kind of undermine it, but celebrating 30 years of Mortal Kombat is insane. Like, I remember Mortal Monday. The original Mortal Monday, when they actually released it, I remember that shit. My older brother remembers that shit because we were, especially in the arcades and such, it was insane. So Mortal Kombat originally came out, the very first one. Let me see. Mortal Kombat 1 release was 1992. Yeah, it was 1992. I just want the exact date. October 8th, 1992.
In time for Halloween.
Dubbed Mortal Monday.
I had the original game for Sega Genesis.
The inferior one.
Also, incorrect. I also, it is what contributed to my fear at the time of skeletons and of yellow glowy eyes in the backgrounds.
Goro's lair. Yep.
Yeah, Goro's lair, or even just Goro himself. Like it. Or even my fear of the game over screen in both games, in Resident Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, So kudos to them. However, man, there was a period where they fell off, and for them to keep sticking around as much as they did, with Acclaim and all of those guys not supporting them,
Midway Acclaim, doing its thing.
WB really picked up.
And WB and becoming NetherRealm, like it is nothing short than an incredible story for such an impactful fucking pop culture icon that is Mortal Kombat. Like, it is just so much bigger. Like, right, the impact. We could say it over and over. There's so many documentaries. We're not gonna go over everything here, but creation of the ESRB, right? It's so the actions of the game made the ESRB a thing nowadays. Regulation on the games, the history behind the lore about it being originally a game for Jean-Claude Van Damme, right? For those that are not young enough to know who that is, right? An actor and a martial arts actor at the time.
If you are listening to this show, you know who Real Guile is, okay?
Maybe it's not. It might not even. What's funky? There might be some cats that just don't. But the story of MK is just incredible, and for it to celebrate 30 years, like I said, is just an incredible achievement that there aren't even that many video games that can really do that. That are still going strong today. There are some that are that old, but that doesn't mean they're active now, right? While as MK is still as prevalent as it is today, right? Movie, animated series, multiple animated movies as well to boot. The sequel to Mortal Kombat, the recent Mortal Kombat movie, is a thing. It's in production. It's Get Over Here, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, like everything about it is just so iconic. So 30 years of it going strong is just incredible.
Listen, I went to a retreat and I heard a pastor use Mortal Kombat as a reference. Yeah. So it's everywhere. Trust me.
Okay. I hope it was something. I hope the brother was something like, the devil will take your soul like Shang Tsung. Like he went in on that. Oh my God, that's like hilarious. That, And then his eyes started growing green. And then his eyes started growing green, and you were like,
yeah.
I think I went to the wrong camp.
Right. It was in more detail, but it's fine. No worries. Talk about another day.
Jeez. All right, whatever. But all right, so past all this, past the great, the great talks about it being 30 years and all the appreciation and gratitude, we get a single grain of hope.
Before that, can I just gush about Ed Boon's lair, like Goro's lair?
Oh yeah.
Having the arcade of Mortal Kombat 4, that's nostalgic to me. Now, granted, Mortal Kombat 1 being at Pizza Hut was nostalgic for me. Yes, I get it. And he has the other game with the arena game sitting there too. But Mortal Kombat 4 is super nostalgic for me. This freaking Spaghetti Warehouse, if anybody knows of that place. Here in Philly, it's now called Union Transfer or whatever it is. All of that, I would love to just be in that room.
Yeah, by the way, it's called The Grid, if you forgot.
The Grid, thank you.
Yes, The Grid. Shout out.
Anyway, go on. You were saying about some grain of salt?
Yeah, grain of sand. So at the end, I get Ed Boon, obviously one of the co-creators of Mortal Kombat, to actually stay like, hey, we're not done yet, right? Like, thank you for everything, but we're not done yet. And then we get a little inside a hourglass as sand drops, and then the very last grain comes in that looks like popcorn or whatever, and then it just explodes, and that's it. that's all right, we got. But it was enough for us to quench our thirst. Like, holy shit, we finally got something that we already know was happening, but they've actually, you know, shown just like it's next to nothing. All right, let's be very clear. It's something, but it's practically nothing else. So yes, hourglass, a grain of sand exploding. You know, when we last left, Liu Kang and MK11, spoilers, especially post all the DLC and everything, him becoming the god, the new god of fire and thunder, recreating the universe, and ends up with his ancestor Kung Lao at the end. It's like, oh, I'm gonna train you, and then like that's it. Like, we're gonna probably get into what I'm suspecting is more multiverse craziness. They're kind of going the comic book route, right, with Marvel. Like, they're gonna just be a multiverse of madness deal, because we saw that even in the finales of the DLC of the original story in MK11 with Raiden and Liu Kang fighting each other, and you see all the different versions of them throughout time doing it.
So cool.
It's gonna be insane. More of a reason for them to bring everybody. Just give me Armageddon levels of roster. I want it to be so unbalanced that like we're just gonna live. I want everyone.
No.